today I'm playing all my childhood Famicom games. There's only about a dozen games. Double Dragon was a simple, fun beat-em-up game. It's even got cutscenes. Wow, that's brutal. The only issue I have with this game is that it's not Double Dragon 2. What just happened? Is that supposed to happen? This was my favorite NES game. Double Dragon 2 was like Double Dragon on steroids. This is probably my first couch co-op experience. Unlike the first game, you can jump in this game and do this jumping kick. I don't really get how to do it. It only works sometimes. You jump by pressing both NES buttons at the same time. It's hard to do, and there's a lot of platforming in this game for some reason. Next game unrelated to Double Dragon is Dragon Ball. This is like the one odd action Dragon Ball game, because all the other Dragon Ball games I had were card games. I remember the music to this game to this day. It was also a very hard game. I don't think that I ever got past like the first 10 minutes of this game. And I still can't. I had a few Dragon Ball RPG games for the Famicom. They were all pretty much the same. They were all card-based RPG games. I didn't speak Japanese as a kid, and I still don't. I don't know how the cards work, but it was pretty cool to see all the animation go zoom zoom. This game was based around the Saiyan arc of the Dragon Ball series. I don't even know where to go. Next game. The second Dragon Ball RPG game was more of the same, but I do remember playing this one a little bit more. This game was about the Namek saga from the Dragon Ball series. I like that the paths are linear unlike the previous game, and the variety of characters available right off the bat. But I still don't understand much of the game. It's fun, but it's as fun as an RPG can be when you don't understand the language. I didn't even know what this game was called when I was a kid. I don't know how to play this game. The isometric view of the game makes it extra challenging. It's like, where is this block? This is also one of those games that I could not get past like the first few minutes of. But the music and the sound this game was very memorable. Next game. I think this was a popular game. I may never had Mario on the NES, but this game was all the platforming I needed. There was stage selection, so much variety in stages, and oh so many secrets. And you can even use your cane like a pogo stick. And the music was so damn good. Why don't Disney make good games anymore? Now here's a game I vaguely remember. I don't know what the game is called. I don't know why all these robots are fighting. That's a Gundam, right? That's Ultraman, I think. Is that a Power Ranger? Am I fighting a Godzilla? It's a pretty fun, simple action game though. This is a game that I see other people talking about all the time. I guess it's popular? It feels very similar to Castlevania on the NES. It's a solid side-scrolling NES game. It's pretty fun. Next game. What's there to say about Dr. Mario? It's a classic. I never really cared for puzzle games much as a kid, and I still don't. This game reminds me of my mom because it was her favorite game. She was actually really good at it. Doki Doki Yuuenchi. This one might arguably be one of my most memorable games I have for the NES. There's something about bright NES colors, amusement park setting, and shooting stuff down with balls. Even as a kid, I knew this was going to be a core memory. This game is really hard though. I tried beating it recently. I could not do it at all. Next game. I had a little Mandela effect moment when I thought I used to play Altered Beast on the NES when I was a kid. Whenever I heard people talking about Altered Beast, and I would look at the gameplay and think to myself, yeah, I totally played that game on the NES before. But wait a minute, Altered Beast was not for the NES. What the hell was I thinking about? So it turns out, what I was playing was Choujinrou Senki Warwolf. Wow, what a blast from the past. You're like a normal person in the beginning, but once you collect some power-ups, you turn into this like werewolf monster. Some good side-scrolling NES action. That's all the NES games I played as a child. Maybe I'm missing some? I'm not super nostalgic about the NES, to be honest. Super Nintendo and the early to mid 90s arcade scenes were where I was forged as a gamer. But it was good to revisit how I started my gaming journey about 30 plus years ago. 30 years is a long time. I thought I would never forget the games I played as a kid, but I'm honestly starting to forget about some of the games I played 30 plus years ago.